In Fulda, the door is always open for volunteers.
They love to come just as much as we love to have them.
Most of them are grandparents, so they just love being with little kids.
They're very loving, very caring, and that's awesome for the kids.
The Friends of Education is a wonderful way of honoring people who have helped our school.
Several people put in nominations, and then our union voted on which one we thought deserved the award.
This past year, it was the Ladies Auxiliary.
We've been coming into the Fulda schools for about 30 to 45 years. You just sometimes do things and you just don't expect any recognition.
They were given the award because of all their parts that they've done in the school and come and maybe sometimes handed out pencils, they've handed out apples.
They have bought flags for the school. They provided little flags for the kids.
Those little things like that just, teach these kids some patriotism and love for their country, love for the flag.
And they are always a huge part of our veterans program in November. So the children have seen them, and that's, I think, one of the reasons they were nominated.
They're just very orientated to education, patriotism, and volunteerism. It's the three biggies that I see when they're working our school.
When Jeanette Sleeper called me, I was very surprised and very honored. I couldn't wait to tell our auxiliary meeting what was going on.
I'm sure they get a sense of pride that they're helping the community grow. They're helping teach the students patriotism, how it's important.
Our flag is very important. We have the flag in our meeting room. We say the pledge at every meeting. We do everything to respect our flag.
One of my students, when they received the flag from the VFW ladies, kept his flag, and most of them take them home, but that day he kept his flag in his pencil box. And he told me every time he opens his pencil box, he thinks of the flag, and especially those people who are fighting for our country, to keep our country free, and the meaning of the flag.
Well, we're very proud. When I was standing up there and I just took a scan over all those innocent little faces, and it almost made me teary because I looked at that whole group of those little innocent faces and felt it was our responsibility as a VFW auxiliary to teach those little innocent children about the flag.
To see the passion in the women's eyes, because they've lived through it with their husbands, with their brothers. All those things that happened back generations ago are still alive today in our children because of these women.
Oh, I think it just brings, the whole community together. And a lot of times these children know some of these ladies. They might be their grandmother or they might be a neighbor.
So to get people to come in, volunteer, help out in the classroom, it gives them more ownership, gives us more of a feeling of connection with the people in the community. So I think it's very important. I think it's very important in any school, but I really think it's important in your small schools that your community is involved and they want to be involved and they love to be involved, and we love to have them there.